Hello everyone, welcome back to JDCodebase. This is the LeetCode 75 study plan, and today we are solving LeetCode number 1732, find the highest altitude problem. This is an easy problem, but it teaches a very important concept called the prefix sum. Yes, the term that you listen about the prefix sum, it is means has many questions on this term. So don't worry if that sound confusing. We will understand everything step by step like absolutely beginners. First read the problem statement. There is a biker going on a road trip. The road trip consists of n+1 points at the different altitudes. The biker starts his trip on a point 0 with altitude equal to 0. You are given an integer array gain of length n, where gain of I is the net gain in the altitude between the I and the I+1 point for all this, and return the highest altitude of a point. So let me simplify this. Imagine a biker is traveling on a road on a hilly area. The biker start at altitude 0, means at the flat surface. Then during the trip, they may be altitude change happen, and they may be go to the down, they may be go to the up, as like the hills come. So these changes are given in the gain array. Like this is the gain array that has the value like -5. First it goes to the down by 5 points, then plus or biker goes up by 1 point at from the previous one, and then +5 biker goes up by +5, then 0, then no change in that, means flat surface come, then -7. So biker goes down by 7. So we need to find what is the highest altitude reached during the trip. Now let's calculate this. Just take this example and let's move to the whiteboard. So here I already said the biker is start his trip on a point 0 with an altitude equal to 0. Now let me make a graph. First biker is at the 0th point at this point. Then first gain is the -5, means it goes to down. So -5 is this point. Let me write here -5, and altitude becomes the -5. Then second gain is the +1. From -5 to +1, it comes to this point. Now gain is the means -4. Altitude becomes the -4. So it is he is at the -4 point. Then gain is the 5. Now -5 to +5 he have traveled at this point. So this is the -5 plus -4 plus 5 is the +1, and altitude becomes the this one. Now add in the next step it is the 0. Now 0 means the flat surface. So it runs till the 0 point. So this is again the +1. So there is no change. And in last one is the -7. From this point, it means he goes to down till the -6. +1 -7 is the -6. Now this is the point. So highest altitude, if we see here the what is the highest number here, the +1 here, because -5 -4 -6 here. So that +1 is our answer. Now how do we solve this in the coding problem, in the how we can write, how to write this calculation in the code? So we need the two things. First one is the current altitude, like at this point he is at the 0th, then -4, then -5, then +1, then -6. So we have to calculate the current altitude, means at this point at this gain at what altitude he is present. So this store where the biker is right now, the position. So and also we have to maintain a maximum altitude variable that calculate the maximum value at every point, whether the -5 is the max or -4, whether -4 is the max or +1, whether +1 is the max or -6. So this store is the highest altitude seen so far from the previous one and the new one. So let me write the code here so you can see how to write it. So let current, what happened? Yes, altitude is equal to 0, and let maximum altitude is equal to also 0. Now start a for loop for let I equal to 0, I smaller than gain dot length and I plus plus. And in this, first we have to calculate the gain. Like here, I write these -4, -5, +1, +1, then -6. How I write? Just write the previous one plus the latest one, like 0 plus -5 is the -5 as the answer. Then -5 and +1 is the +1 is the -4 as the answer. Means -4 point I get -4 plus 5, I get the answer as the 1. So if you notice a pattern, the previous value start from the 0th and calculate the current altitude, that is -4, -1, +1, and calculate the new one. So for that, current altitude is equal to current altitude is equal plus gain of I, and every time we have to write here maximum altitude is equal to math dot max with the value current altitude plus maximum altitude. Means I just apply math dot max method and get the maximum value and return the maximum altitude in the last. So I think there is some spelling mistake here, so I just fix this. Sorry. Yes. Now let me run the this code. What happened? Why it's -1 or 13? Wait a second. Current altitude 0, maximum altitude, both are at the 0 point. Then start a for loop from 0 to gain dot length, and every time I just add the current altitude plus gain of I, and maximum altitude I get. Then why it says the -4, 0. What happened? Wait a second. Okay, I just write here the just a type of mistake. Instead of plus, I have to write here the comma, so it they calculated. So just type of mistake, nothing special, nothing change in the code. Yes, it accepted. Let's submit the solution, and our solution is yes, submitted, and all the test cases are passed. So basically, this is a logical thinking question. Means if you see this, how I make this a chart and calculate the gain and just find out this. And this is it basically logical thinking. How can you think like logically? So in the time complexity here is the big of n, because there is single for loop, and we look through the array once, and the big of one space complexity only using the two variables, and there is no special array or any set. So this problem teaches us the running sum, as we just means calculate the sum every time, and the prefix sum also. And the idea is simple: keep updating the total as you move through the array, and this pattern is used in many interview problems also. And that is for the today's problem 1732, find the highest altitude. Simple problem, but great for understanding how to track values while iterating. So if you like the video, if you learn something new, like the video, subscribe to JD Codebase, and if you have any doubts, comment down.